Good evening, ladies. This is Molly. I'm exhausted and been having fun all day playing with this mini, and I think I might have overdone it, so please in your comments let me know what I need to take out, what I need to add. I'd like y'all's opinion. On this one I just used seam binding. This is of course the Words That Inspire loaded now and all. And let me back up just a little bit. If you remembered, I told you I'd share it with you when I got it filled. So this is some pretty dyed seam binding that I just put on the edge to make it easy to open. Haven't changed the front at all. Woo! Watch out. Okay, here we go on the front. Of course, I had the measuring tape there before, and now you can see I put two pretty like stems of wheat. It's beads that I put on there. Put a little key on the flower, and then I made a little book to tuck in there. And one of the first things I put in there is never judge a book by its cover. And of course there's room for journaling and things inside. So that's the first part. Here's the second part. You can see I put, there's going to be a lot of, where I used edge punches to add some trimming on the edge, and I had a blast with that. And ladies, somebody out there please, I was in a charm swap and I wasn't smart enough to have saved all the names for the people who sent charms, but I loved the charms. But one of the charms came on this pretty card. Oh, please, someone let me know who this was from, so I can thank him. And the charm that I got came on this card, and it was perfect for this. See how it matches? And be yourself. Those are words to live by. And also, that was pretty, and it was from someone in a charm swap. Please, please let me know who you were. Of course, we've got the cards, and then I'm just going to bore you a little bit with some of these sayings, but the beginning is always today, and you can see the way I've done it on there. I'm so excited about this little mini. Sorry it sounded in my voice. Is all of these are pockets so that you can tuck something in there. So that card's still a little plain. Okay, then I made a manila folder tag, and of course, let me shake it a little bit. Lots of ribbons and things at the top. Just one of the little word tokens that says artful. And then of course what I stamped on here is you don't stop laughing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop laughing. And my husband and I certainly believe that, raised our son the same way. We crack each other up all the time. And then the back of this one, let me see if I can read this. These are things my mama would have said, but this actual quote came from P. Diddy, from Sean Puffy Combs. So who'd have thought my mom and a rap star or a rock star have something in common? Treat others as you would want others to treat you. Have some fun while you're here. Don't listen to everything you hear. And love your mother. So I thought those were cute little words to live by. And then, here we're going to take this out. This is just a plain card. Oh wait, it's got some words on the back. In your dreams, search for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. In life, search for the rainbow. So I thought that was cute, and that's every day we tease about, looking for that rainbow. Okay, the next tag in there. The longer I live, the more beautiful life becomes. Again, these are all pockets, so I'll be able to put mementos and pictures and things in there. Here was the little flip-flop part that I did from kllipngal, or kllipngal, and ladies, on the first video I did of this, which I'll put again on the bottom of here, the tutorial is right at the bottom in the description box below, so that you can actually click on it and go straight to the link. But this stayed pretty much the same, except I just added a little stick pin that I made, and then of course I've cut the tags to go in here. Added a magnet so that this thing stays closed a little better. Of course, this has got a slide-in pocket now. Put a couple of photo corners on here. Did some piecing right here. Did some tags that, just be like this. And then this one is creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which one to keep. Of course, from Tim Holtz. And then this lifts up. Okay, so that's that. Going on to the next page. Anybody here recognize this stuff? It's this was a part of a necklace I took apart. It was a long necklace I bought, so I didn't mind stealing just a little piece out of it. But does anybody recognize this? The Tim Holtz packaging with all those pretty words on it. I've loved that stuff. I bought several things with that packaging. And then on the back of here, I dropped a cross, which I'll put some words of faith on the back of there. Because without him, none of this would be possible. So, okay, and then the saying here, cherish yesterday, dream tomorrow, and live for today. So that's just a little journaling spot. And then of course I got a little tag here. When you pull this one out, okay, now let me actually flip to the other side, and this will make a little more sense to you. Ladies, I tease my husband, we're gonna have to get some butter out. This thing is so corny, but I'm just mushy that way. So this particular one, before I pull this out, excuse me, I added the lock here, just a piece of paper. And then this one is imagination is more important than knowledge. For while knowledge defines all we currently know and understand, imagination leads us all to what we might yet discover and create. And that's what curiosity and imagination I've always cherished, just absolutely cherished. So when you open this up, and this is where it gets a little mushy, 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And so I actually made a copy of the poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. It's on parchment paper. I didn't distress the edges or anything yet. I think time will. But anyway, so there's the poem by Robert Frost. Of course, there's a photo mat. And then if that wasn't mushy enough, my son knows how much this poem means to me. I read it to him often when he was a child. And it's the Rudyard Kipling poem, If you can keep your head about you and all others are losing theirs. And again, it's just a Rudyard Kipling poem. If you don't know it, it's a beauty. And the title of the poem is If. Whoop, let's flip that back down. And I tell you, in this day with all the upheaval in the world and all that, it's got more meaning than ever. Okay, mush. On to the next thing. Next page, what I'm looking for is not out there, it's in me. And that's a quote from Helen Keller. And then you recognize the Tim Holtz key, dreams, tag, not much going on there. Okay, let's pull this out, see if there's any surprises. Nope, nothing there, just a pretty little mat stack. Okay, so then I flip the next page. This is one of my, never knew how much this was going to mean to me. It still as I'm growing older. We're always the same age inside. When I grew up, I can remember my mom always teasing me that she felt just as young as we were, and she'll be 90 this next year, and still talks about how she feels like a teenager with bad knees, but walking a little slower, but she still feels young at heart. So I think that's a wonderful sentiment to keep. Boy, can anybody see that? See how that came out? I just, that's still just the tag in there, nothing too special. But on this one, I added a frame, and inside the frame is from Oliver Wendell Holmes. What lies behind us, what lies before us is nothing compared to what lies within us, if y'all remember that old saying, but it's a cutie. Okay, and then this one just added a couple of tags. Nothing too special, but here's the words. To exist is to change is to mature is to go on creating oneself endlessly. And that's what I think of myself as a maturing adult. I want to keep creating myself, no matter how old I get. I want to keep trying to change and change. Sue, thank you so much for this. Single moments make great memories. Let's see what's in here. Who can remember? Age is mind over matter. As long as you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Jack Benny. Now, who here but me is old enough to remember Jack Benny? But anyway, cute little saying. Okay, going on to the next page. Let's see what we got here. Okay, got a little thing here. You never know when you're making a memory, and that's true. Good or bad, as parents or co-workers or in management or whatever, we just never know when we're making a memory for somebody. So let's try to do all we can to make sure they're good ones. Okay, again, some paper punches just to add to the edge, and then this is just a little strip of paper I put here to make a pocket. Put a few gears on there. Time is swift, it races by. Opportunities are born and die. Still you wait and will not try, a bird with wing who dares not rise and fly. And then you'll notice I hung a little bird there. Now, I just think I was so clever doing this. This next page is a transparency, and you'll see I just put a flower on a bird cage, but when you flip it this way, that little bird is stuck in the cage. So get your wings on and fly. Give it a chance, and then of course the clock and the gears then make more sense because time sure is flying by. Made sense to me at the time. Might have been that glass of wine I had while I was making this, but anyway, it made sense. And in this quote, but what minutes, count them by sensation and not by calendars, and each moment is a day. And that's by Benjamin Disraeli. And life goes fast, but make sure that you're the one in charge of each one of your moments to make them the best they can be. Isn't that pretty with the little butterfly in the frame? The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen by, what does that even say? Can be seen by or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. And that again is Helen Keller. Some of the most wonderful quotes that I've ever heard growing up were from Helen Keller. And of course, that Patty Duke movie came out when I was young. We do not remember days, we remember moments. I think all of us have used that on a scrapbook page at some point in our life. But anyway, so that's pretty about just memories, how fast life goes. Oop, we're getting close to the end. Okay, tag, flower, nothing too complicated there. Group of tags, nothing too special, but it was fun to do. And then, you notice this is one of the last pages in the book, so I put this behind. This is from Chief Seattle, and it's my husband and I enjoy the, going out west and up to the mountains and things. And one of the things that, being good stewards of the earth, hopefully, we always live by is take only memories. Leave nothing but footprints. No matter where we go, he won't let me take a rock. He won't let me take a leaf. He won't let me take a flower. We have to make sure we leave everything as pristine as we found it, and just thank Mother Nature for what she's given us. And that's one of the things, sentiments that he'll quote to me, leave nothing but footprints, all the time, so it meant something to us. Now, this page right here, I don't know if y'all can see, but I wove the paper. When I got through with this mini, the scraps I had of the sheets that I used, of course I still have a stack of the paper to use on other minis, but of the papers that I used, I didn't have, just snippets of paper left. I tried to use every little piece for trims or borders or pieces on there. Had fun challenging myself to do this. So when it came to those last little strips, these are the ones you cut off the bottom of the paper, the back of them all say basic gray. So I just wove them together to make this pocket. I thought that came out kind of cute. Here, I am no Stephanie. Thank you, Steph O'Gal, for all the inspiration you share with us all. You're a marvel to me. But I sure did try to steal her technique there on adding stuff to the flowers and all. And then last but certainly not least, I put a little booklet in here. And then the saying on it is fear less, hope more, whine less, breathe more, talk less, say more, hate less, love more, and all good things are yours. And it's a Swedish proverb. And my paternal grandmother was Swedish, so put that on there. I had border punched this, and then of course because I was afraid it was going to be frail and fall apart, I took and cut another piece, border punched, so that it would show through there. Cut it just a wee bit smaller so you could see the back part of the paper, so that made me a nice little booklet for the back. Whew, I did that in 12 minutes. It took me a full day and a half to put all this stuff together. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy it. I sure enjoyed making it. Went through it awfully fast, but probably putting a charm on the edge of it. No, but ladies, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank y'all so much for the sweet comments you've given so far. If you've got any ideas or suggestion, or think I didn't do enough or put too much, just let me know, and I'll keep trying to improve. Thank y'all so much. Sure enjoyed sharing your time. Thank you. Y'all have a great night and have fun scrapping.